Yesterday was July 29th. The full moon in Aquarius peaked, conjunct Pluto, with the sun conjunct Jupiter in Leo. The emotional crescendo of the Barbault Basket. The day astrologers called the most expansive lunar moment of the year. And now it's the day after. I want to ask you something directly, and I want you to sit with it honestly before you answer, even just to yourself. Did you feel it? A conversation that surfaced something you didn't expect. A realization that arrived without warning. A decision that suddenly felt obvious after weeks of fog. A relationship that shifted subtly or dramatically. Something that was hidden that is now visible. Something that was finished that you finally acknowledged as finished. If any of that happened yesterday or is still unfolding today, that was the full moon doing exactly what it came to do. And what it revealed. That's what this video is about. Before we get into what the full moon revealed, if this Barbault Basket series has been helping you navigate this extraordinary period, hit like right now. It takes 1 second and it helps this reach more people who are also trying to understand what's happening in their lives. And subscribe if you haven't. What's coming on August 12th is the next major chapter of this story, and you don't want to miss it. Now, what the full moon just showed you. What the full moon actually did. Let me tell you what was actually happening yesterday, because understanding the mechanism makes what you experienced make much more sense. The full moon in Aquarius on July 29th brought a powerful moment of clarity, emotional release, and collective awakening. Aquarius energy encouraged us to step back, see the bigger picture, and question habits that no longer support our future. But here's what made this full moon different from every other full moon of the year. The sun was conjunct Jupiter almost to the exact minute in Leo, making July 29th what Susan Miller called the luckiest day of the year. And the moon was conjunct Pluto in Aquarius, bringing the planet of irreversible transformation directly into contact with the emotional peak of the lunar cycle. This lunation was a return to self. A reclamation of vitality, authority, agency, and discernment. A reorientation of power and boundaries. A revelation of distortion and entanglements. In plain language, the full moon illuminated something that needed to be seen. And it did so with unusual force, because it had the full weight of the Barbault Basket, Jupiter's expansion, and Pluto's irreversible transformation all working together at the same moment. The Aquarius moon is supporting us to feel and express truth without censorship. Instead of being focused on the past, Aquarian energy sets its sights on the future. What it revealed yesterday was not punishment. It was information. The most accurate, most necessary information about where your life is and where it is ready to go. The 5 things the full moon revealed. Here are the 5 most common things the July 29th full moon revealed, and why each one matters for what comes next. Revelation 1. A truth about a relationship that you can no longer unknow. This full moon invited you to look at the relationship you have with your own truth. Have your decisions reflected what genuinely matters to you, or have they been shaped by what feels expected? For many people, July 29th surfaced something about a significant relationship, romantic, friendship, family, professional, that had been operating beneath conscious awareness. A pattern that suddenly became visible. A dynamic that you can now see clearly even if you wish you couldn't. You cannot unsee what the full moon showed you. And trying to go back to not knowing is one of the most exhausting things a human being can attempt. The revelation is not the problem. The revelation is the beginning of the solution. Revelation 2, a decision that is no longer avoidable. A conversation, realization, or unexpected development showed you a completely new path. Rather than forcing immediate answers, observe what became emotionally clear. The full moon has a way of making certain decisions feel suddenly, obviously necessary, not because circumstances changed, but because your clarity changed. What felt complicated last week may feel surprisingly simple today. Not easy simple. You know what needs to happen. The question is whether you're ready to do it. Mercury went direct on July 23rd. The nodes shifted on July 26th. And the full moon on July 29th completed the illumination. The path is clear. The decision is yours. Revelation 3, something that has been completed. The full moon highlighted what has reached completion, especially in friendships, social circles, long-term dreams, and personal goals. Full moons always bring things to their natural end. And this one, with Pluto conjunct the moon, brought things to end with unusual finality. Something is complete. Not failed, complete. There is a difference. Failure means it didn't work. Complete means it ran its full course and delivered what it came to deliver. You may notice ways you've adapted to fit into relationships, communities, workplaces, or expectations that once felt important. Some of those choices may still feel aligned. Others may leave you wondering whose approval you've been trying to earn. What completed on July 29th was exactly what was ready to complete. Not before. Now. Revelation 4, your authentic self pushed through. The moon in Aquarius became a light of consciousness, peeling back the veil and revealing where we have become lost, trapped, and fused in the waters of humanity without access to our own truth, energy, and life force. A mirror for where we have blended, where we have merged, losing sight of our own path, spark, and voice. For many people, July 29th created a moment, in a conversation, a realization, or simply a quiet moment alone where something authentic broke through the performance. Where the real opinion was spoken. Where the real feeling was felt. Where the real direction was acknowledged, even privately. That authentic breakthrough is not small. It is the full moon delivering the North Node's new message: stop performing. Start contributing. From who you actually are, not who you've been pretending to be. Revelation 5, what the solar eclipse on August 12th is going to complete. And here is the revelation that connects everything, the one that makes what happened yesterday part of a much larger story. This full moon marks the beginning of a collective reckoning with power that will build through the end of 2026 and into 2027. What the full moon illuminated on July 29th is not the end of a story. It is the preview of what the total solar eclipse on August 12th is going to complete. The full moon showed you what needs to change. The eclipse is going to change it permanently, irreversibly, in ways that will reshape the next 2 years of your life. You have 13 days between what was revealed yesterday and what gets permanently reset on August 12th. That window is not empty time. It is preparation time. And what you do with it matters. Here is what I want you to understand about everything the full moon revealed yesterday and why the next 13 days matter so much. The 5 revelations I described are real for everyone. But they didn't all land in the same area of everyone's life. For some of you, the relationship truth surfaced in a romantic partnership. For others, it was a friendship or a family dynamic. For some, the decision that became clear was professional. For others, deeply personal. Which area of your life the full moon illuminated and which area the solar eclipse on August 12th is going to permanently reset depends entirely on your personal birth chart. Specifically, on where 6 degrees Aquarius and 20 degrees Leo fall in your chart. And here is what makes the next 13 days so significant. The full moon showed you what needs to change. The eclipse is going to change it whether you're ready or not. People who understand their personal chart going into August 12th get to participate consciously in that change, to choose how they respond, what they release, and what they step toward. People who don't understand their chart experience the same energy as confusion and disruption. The difference between those two experiences is one reading. And it's free. Moon reading gives you a personalized reading built around your exact birth date. It shows you exactly where yesterday's full moon landed in your chart, what it was revealing specifically for your life, and where the solar eclipse on August 12th is about to permanently open a new chapter. Thousands of people used this reading during the Barbault Basket and described finally understanding what the universe was doing in their specific life, not just feeling the energy, but knowing where it was pointed. Now here's something I want to say directly, and I mean this honestly. This channel exists because of this community. Every video we make, every piece of research, every astrological event we track together, it's all built on the trust you place in this content. There are 2 ways you can support what we're building here. The first is completely free. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't. The second gives you something back. The link in the description is for a free personalized moon reading. It costs you nothing. When you use it, it helps keep this channel going. And what you get in return is a reading that shows you exactly what yesterday revealed in your chart and what August 12th is about to change. That's the deal. You get clarity. We get to keep making this content. July 29th happened. And whether you felt it dramatically or subtly, something shifted. A truth surfaced. A decision clarified. Something completed. Your authentic self pushed through. And the preview of what August 12th is going to permanently change became visible. No longer will you give your power, sight, authority, creativity, or life force away. No longer will you participate in structures that ask for your silence in exchange. That is what the full moon declared. Not gently. With the full force of Pluto, Jupiter, and the Barbault Basket behind it. Drop in the comments, what did July 29th reveal for you? You don't have to share details. Just tell me, was it about love? Work? Identity? A decision? A completion? I want to know what this full moon illuminated in this community. If this video helped you make sense of what you felt yesterday, like it and share it. Someone in your life felt the same things and has no language for what happened. Give them this. Next video, what to do in the 13 days between now and the solar eclipse on August 12th. How to use this window consciously. What to release, what to begin, and how to prepare for the most significant eclipse in a generation. Until then, trust what was revealed. The full moon doesn't show you what you can't handle. It shows you what you're ready to see.